What's going on, everybody? I got a special show for you on a Saturday. My guys, Law and Twin, give us 17 seconds. We're talking 49ers and Cowboys.
Back to throw Montana. Steps up, throws. The 49ers have won the Super Bowl.
And now your host, Ryan Hensley.
Now your host, Ryan Hensley.
All right, y'all. So this is the Ryan G. Hensley show, but I've done this a few times with Law and Twin, and I feel like this is more appropriate for this situation because I know how this goes. Law,
Right.
how you doing, Law, man?
Man, I'm doing great. It's a get back game for my team. We're 3-3. We're right at 500, and we're trying to stay above it.
Yeah. Twin, how are you, sir?
Hey man, listen, we just got to do what we need to do, which is just win the game, man. And we got the perfect opportunity and the perfect opponent in front of us to bring out the best in us. So I'm excited. You know what I mean? I think we got some little anger, that we need to take out on somebody, and there's nobody better than
Well, for those who don't know, Law Nation, Twin, their boys, brothers. Law is the biggest Cowboys content creation YouTube channel that there is, and we all know Twin. He's a good friend of mine. He's also on all my post game shows. The link for both these gentlemen is in the description. You can follow their channels as you should. But I move myself to the side here because I've done this a few times before with these gentlemen, and they tend to just take over, which is what I want. So the best viewers experience is going to be with these two gentlemen. I'm just going to ask questions and try to steer the ship a little bit. But let's start with this. Law, who needs this game more? Is it the Cowboys or the 49ers?
Hey, since week one is a must-win game for my Cowboys. Every week it's a must-win game. Y'all lose, it'll be talked about for only one or maybe 2 days. We lose is talked about for centuries. So the Cowboys must stand tall or not at all in this game. This is a get-back game. Just coming off of a bye week, by the way. We activating somebody from the 53 from the practice squad, finished join the 53-man roster. So we need to win this game, and we should.
Twin, what about you, man? Who needs to win this game more?
I mean, we just had a really big. Like we lost against the Kansas City Chiefs. Everybody know a replay of the Super Bowl, but unfortunately, not only did we lose, it was the way that we lost, and so that kind of spoke to the mentality of our team, which a lot of people were questioning this week. We had Jerry Rice, we had Brent Jones, we had Steve Young, we had like guys who are legends and who have won Super Bowls talk about, man, I just didn't like the energy and the physicality that was lacking from these guys, and so it's like one of those games where like, man, how could we not get up for KC? And we cannot do it 2 weeks in a row and not get up for the Cowboys. So that's what it's looking like to me.
Twin, the Cowboys are 3-0 on the road Law. The Cowboys are 3-0 on the road this season. Does that matter coming into this game?
It does. It set the tone that we are road warriors, and we prepare ourselves better on the road. And then on top of that is a Sunday night game, so we play extremely good on Sunday night. Hopefully this will be a situation and scenario that everything match up, the stars align at night, and the Cowboys can get something going in the right direction. Although you guys have been battered and bruised with injuries, I would love to have to face a healthy 49ers team, but at this time, just like when the lion is out there in the Serengeti and there's a lame or a hurt animal and it's time for that lion to eat, he gonna eat. So that's what we need to do. We need to take advantages of the situation and get this dub on a Sunday night.
Twin, you worried about the road record of the Cowboys?
No, that was I don't know if any of y'all got like a Game of Thrones type of reference in your memory bank, but there's this part early on in Game of Thrones. It was this thing called the Red Wedding, I think, Red Wedding, and it was a massacre. It was blood, baby. It was horrible scene, beautiful scene, but horrible at the same time. I remember there was a game with the Cowboys and 49ers not too long ago on the Sunday.
What's your point?
And I tell you, God dog it was bodies. I mean, let the bodies hit the floor. It was cowboy. You had a gun, a belt over here, a cowboy hat over there.
What's your point?
Over there, it was a massacre. I mean, we beat the brakes off them. You know what I'm saying? We beat the hooves off the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? So this is the
What?
perfect opportunity because they came to the 49ers. They came to Levi's and we destroyed them. So that's when George Kittle had that, you know, that famous, this infamous, you know,
Yeah.
F the boys t-shirt on. So man, I'm glad that they coming with that roll spirit over here. Cause we need a get right game. You know what I mean? And so this is a perfect opportunity for these two to mesh and meet.
Excuse me, we need to get right game too. So, hey, as they say, get right, church, and let's go home. Hey, we gonna have to get right now because I can't stand the 40 whiners, and I can't wait for us to break our foot off until you know what. Because at the end of the day, I get it. He gonna lift up that shirt talking about F Dallas. Well, we need to have our shirts on up under there saying F Niners because we need to bring that. Come on with it.
Here. We know Michael Parsons gonna have that shirt.
No, Parsons ain't playing. Parsons ain't playing this week.
Oh,
that's
well,
okay.
Look.
You know.
If he was playing, if he lifted that shirt up, he would have had a podcast with Debo and his podcast. Like, hey, what's your point? What's up, my boy?
It's not going to be a good decorum here now, Ryan. You know, because I got to get really into the twin makeover here. Come on with it.
That's why I moved out the way. Dave Barkley says, "What up, guys? Keep killing us. Get after fire." Lyle, hey, I want to know your take. Law, Niner fans turning on Kyle Shanahan. What do you think of Kyle Shanahan as a coach, as a Cowboys fan?
I think that, you know, sometimes when your company is over too long, you get tired of them. I think that Kyle Shanahan is a brilliant coach. He's always been the guy that create great opportunities, good scheme. To me personally, he don't know how to play with the lead, you know, because he's so stubborn to a degree that he goes ultra unconservative when he have the lead or what have you. But I think that also within the confines of that, Shanahan is a great piece for you guys. And if y'all are planning on getting rid of him, Lord, let that be true. Because I'm quite sure the Cowboys may have to shake that tree and see if they can get Shanahan over here. Right. But I think that also you got to contextualize the fact that your defense been good, but they also been letting Shanahan down as well. A certain moments.
Would you be willing to let Kyle go to Dallas?
Oh, you know, him and Jerry Jones won't get along. We already know that the amount of the first and foremost, Kyle Shanahan has the control over the GM. Like he's a GM. We all know Jerry Jones ain't letting that go either. So they were already going to butt heads. And Kyle Shanahan's personality, I don't think would mesh well with Jerry Jones. So I ain't worried about that.
Are you guys on the Ben Johnson sweepstakes, Bobby Slowick? Are you guys looking at that more so than the Cal? Are you tired of Cal, Ryan, and Twin?
My take is if this man doesn't make the playoffs in year 8 with this roster, I'm on that take. Like I'm gonna give him the rest of the season, see if he can pull it off. We started slow before and come back and done our thing. So I'll give him the rest of the season to pull it together. But if year 8 you can't pull it together with this roster that you created, that you're responsible for, yeah, I'm looking to move on. And I know he would get hired the next day by somebody, but to me that's irrelevant. Like Klay Thompson, the Warriors dumped Klay Thompson. He went and balled out the Dallas Mavericks, and you know what? We looking better anyways. You know, so that's how I feel.
For sure. And sometimes a change of scenery ain't that bad. And my thing is, we love what Cal has done. Like, nobody's trying to sit here and say Cal ain't done a wonderful job as 49ers. Nobody's saying, like, oh, we got pitchforks outside of Levi's Savings. I'm about fire Cal. Nobody said that. The crazy thing is this, though. We've seen other coaches win Super Bowls.
Right.
They actually finished the deal and have gotten fired. You know what I mean? On multiple teams. And so for me, it's like, and then there have been coaches who have came from under the ranks who are now established because of those firings. You see what I'm saying? And so a lot of times we look at what we have, feel like we can't get nothing better, which I understand that. But even the guy like DeMeco Ryans, who left from underneath this team, he's doing a good job over there in Houston. Robert Saleh ain't doing so much, but there's still some type of potential. We always got to take a risk. So one thing about this as 49 fans that I kind of find funny is that George Seifert, I believe, had won Super Bowls, right? He won Super Bowls and got fired. You know what I mean? Like, he finished the deal. So sometimes I just don't understand
Shame.
people think with our team as if it's
Shame.
Y'all hear this, Cowboy Nation? They got rich folk problems over there, man. They got rich folks problems. They winning playoff games. They going to the Super Bowl, and they talking about getting rid of the damn coach that got them there. And we can't even get to the playoff and win multiple playoff games. But y'all got rich folks problems. But I would tell you, don't spoil what you have by desiring the things that you don't have, because at one point in time, the thing that you do have is something that you wish for and dream for and probably long for. So I'm just telling you, the grass is not all the way green on the other side at always and at all times. But hey, if y'all having problems with Kyle Shanahan, send them over to us, man. We'll see what we can do with them. Y'all can have Mike.
The Shannon stands are gonna love you, man. That's their argument. Here's my argument. Though, real quick. We are 0-5 against the Kansas City Chiefs. How are we supposed to win a Super Bowl like that?
Man, you guys been one play away. Y'all been
0-5.
Y'all been one play away the entire time. One or two plays away.
That's a participation trophy right there. That's what we get for that. Dave Barkley says, please take Lyle. AJ don't mind him control. If Lyle had to work with Lance again, hilarious. Oh, yeah, that would be funny if y'all got.
Wait a minute. Did somebody actually pay money and said, please take Kyle?
Yeah, Dave.
Wow, Dave. Wow. Man, so it is toxic over there in the 49ers land. Yeah.
Wait.
It's toxic. Yeah.
Now, look, let me talk to you. Say, for instance, for the last 6 years, you've been going with this woman, right?
Right.
Listen, a baddie, too. She ain't, she had a little bit, she needed to work on herself a little bit, but, man, you got her in the gym. Her regimen is nice. Her diet is good. She juicing in the morning time. She wake up, does some stretch. She go to Pilates class. You know what I mean?
Pilates.
Good fit. Hey, every Sunday y'all have Sunday dinner. You take her out to eat. I mean, you have, like, when other people look at her, they say, "Oh my gosh, she's beautiful," right?
Right.
But bro, you've been stuck at third base for the last 7 years with this woman. I mean, you spent tons of money on her, tons of money.
Right.
And you still hadn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you still ain't slid home yet. For like 5, 6 years, bro.
Bro, imagine spending tons of money. You can't even get on base.
Here's mine.
You crazy, twin. You go ahead, Ryan.
I described him. He is having Kyle Shanahan as your head coach is like having a beautiful, rich woman who treats you like shit. That's how I describe. Yes.
Because
it's not quite. It's good, and you don't know if you're gonna get better, but it's not good enough. Like, you still feel like shit at the end of the day. That's what it's like having Kyle Shanahan. And I feel like the reason why you guys are so like pro Kyle right now is because you got Mike McCarthy over there. Talk to me about him, Law.
Well, to be fair to Mike, he's been in a awkward position. We talked about Games of Thrones. He's been unsullied. He was forced to get here and just gone. You know what I'm saying? I can hear Jerry Jones right now. Here's Jerry Jones.
What's your point?
Well, my point is, Jerry, you forced him to hire Kellen Moore. We was talking about going from Jason Garrett to a West Coast scheme or system, right? So he never got a chance to implement that until like 3 or 4 years after 3 or 4 years, because he had Kellen Moore here, still trying to teach him and these sorts of things. But I can tell you, Mike McCarthy is a step up above what we previously had out of Jason Garrett. So my thoughts is he's a brilliant, excellent coach, but he just don't have his marbles.
Okay, Dave said, let's call the show Two Beers in the Stash. Go ahead, Twin.
Real fast. Hey, listen here.
Yeah, stash. Yeah, like it.
Look, Kyle Shanahan has his marbles, but he won't drop them on the floor, though. You see what I'm saying? Because sometimes you got to let them things.
Oh, you gotta let him drop. Okay.
You gotta let him drop, you know what I mean? And against Kansas City Chiefs, man, I don't know. You might not have watched our game last week, Brody, but listen here. It was the first quarter. They were on our side of the field. It was 4th down, and they went for it, a fake punt.
Right.
First quarter away. They're not even in Kansas City. You know how you got to have some gall to say, you know what? It's the first quarter.
Right.
Nobody really has done anything yet. You could punt the ball and be cool with it. But he's like, listen here. I know one thing they ain't looking for. Even if we get it or we don't get it, I want them to know I would do it. See what I'm saying? See, just the mere fact that you did that shows us that he's like, hey man, I'm willing to risk it all. And that's the thing that Kyle, I believe, has to do in order to beat those guys over there in the AFC, because they would do anything and everything. I never seen a team in the playoffs sit here and do like donuts coming out the huddle.
But bro, man, I think y'all overanalyzing and criticizing Kyle Shanahan. The brother took the 49ers to the Super Bowl with Jimmy Garoppolo as well as Brock Purdy, a Mr. Irrelevant guy, right? So you got to add kudos and credence to that. I get it. You guys are ready for him to go, but it could be the simple fact and the strength of it all that you guys were a quarterback away from winning it all too. So that's a real thing. You just got to quantify that.
That's got to be on Kyle too in year 8. If we're a quarterback away in year 8, that's on Kyle too.
I mean, it's hard to find them. It's hard to find them.
That's true.
And I remember vividly, Twin, you were saying that if you had the kind of caliber of quarterback like a Dak Prescott the year y'all had with Jimmy Garoppolo, of course, y'all probably would have been in Super Bowl. Y'all probably would have won it.
This, though. McCarthy doesn't make the playoffs. What's your thoughts on him? You still want him around?
He's gone if he don't make it to the playoffs.
Right.
Hell, he can win a playoff game and don't make a deep run. He's gone. You know.
3 straight 12-win seasons. Why would you get rid of someone like that?
Oh no! Don't try to flip it. No. Come on! Now. Don't you try to flip it on us like that. Nah.
Division title. Like, I'm just saying, guys. Like,
no, don't flip it on us now. Don't flip it on Cowboys, because we get there and we get the handshake. It's like taking your hey. Now, for you to use that strategy and analysis on me about the pretty girl, yeah, it's like us with the 12 and 5, taking the prettiest girl to the prom, and you can't do anything because she's your sister. So that's what we've been at. You know what I'm saying? So.
Oh my goodness.
Say that's ridiculous.
Dave says, Twin says Lyle's marbles haven't dropped. All right, man. Well, let's talk quarterbacks, man.
All right.
Let me ask you this: Brock or Dak? Law, Brock or Dak? Who would make the Cowboys who's a better team? If you could get Brock or Dak, who would make the Cowboys a better team, and who would make the Niners a better team?
I think that the Cowboys, Dak Prescott is a guy that makes the team better. I've seen Dak Prescott play football with a Chuma Edoga, a Todney Seki, a doggone Cam Fleming. We've seen those type of things, Chaz Green and all of those boys. But when I see your quarterback, Brock Purdy, play without Trent Williams, it's like, oh, Lord, who is this? I've seen my quarterback play without his wide receivers and still able to keep things afloat, right? Now, granted, without a scheme or a system or plan, we still win games. Tell me, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls that's watching and listening and following, when the last time the Cowboys had a tangible scheme? You put Dak Prescott in a scheme or a system like the Kyle Shanahan, we'll be talking other things right now. But for us, by playing in this archaic system, it's hard to really measure the two. But I would take Dak Prescott heads and shoulders over Brock Purdy.
Twin, what about you, man?
I'm rolling with Brock. This is not Jimmy G. Now, we already had this conversation. This is not Jimmy Garoppolo. I do believe Brock is a better quarterback than Jimmy G. And also, I think at this point in time, with the weapons that we do have, he does play better than Dak Prescott. What you mean? Come a little closer.
What? You must be.
Bro, it was not see the Lions come in there.
You must be out your
goddamn
goddamn
you guys, and your offense was inept. Like, they couldn't do nothing.
What I was saying is, what scheme? What scheme did we have?
Bro, right now there's a back and forth about the scheme that the 49ers have for us. Like,
bro,
willing to add something else to the scheme.
What
like,
qualifying what qualifying win that you guys had this year so far? Who have y'all beaten this year?
Oh, listen here. We ain't beat nothing right now. Listen here. We are not looking like we beat some world beaters right now. You know, like we've lost against teams that we should have won against, and we won against some okay teams. So I'm not saying that right now at this moment in time that Brock is playing the best football that he has played as far as in previous years. And I think you can attest to that with Dak right now. I think both teams can sit here and say at this point, both of our quarterbacks haven't played up to par like we want to. Dak is not playing like a $60 million quarterback, and Brock Purdy at this moment in time is not playing like a guy who would be getting $61 million. You see what I'm saying?
But before you go there though, right now, don't you guys know that y'all got the number 2 ranking offense in the National Football League? And on top of that, there's only one damn running back that got more yards than Jordan Mason, and his name is Derrick Henry. So right now, that should be a thing that you can look at and say Brock Purdy should be playing better. You give us the number 2 rushing league in the doggone NFL, Dak Prescott would be MVP candidate right by now. Let me know if I'm lying. Let me know if I'm lying.
I'm gonna say this: Dak can make all the throws. I think Brock's got a little bit more mobility at this point in his career, but I don't know how to call this one, honestly. I think Dak would be actually really good in the 49ers offense, if I'm being real.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Ryan G. I don't know what Twin is on. Boy, what you on over there, bro? Y'all got the number 2 running back in the league right now. Y'all got a system. Boy, we got people playing paper, rock, scissors on who gonna run the ball over here. We got a guy that's 5'3" named Tanny Deuce Vaughn that was starting week 1 and 2 and 3 for us. Come on, bro. We don't got nothing over here as far as a run game. Come on, bro.
Well, I will say this, man. In the red zone with our team, that's the issue. Though we look like we're the number 1 team, like offensively, we are explosive. We get explosive plays, we get on the field, but unfortunately, when it comes to money time, when it comes to getting that ball in the end zone, we have, I think we're like 15 and 34 or 15, something like that in the red zone. We're right at 50%. There's numerous occasions where we're not getting, like, we'll have big plays, but we haven't found the way to do that extra little oomph. And at times we are looking for our quarterback to do that extra oomph. We are looking for our offensive line to block half a second longer so we can make sure the guys get open. So there's little things that has kept us from actually scoring on some of those drives. And so we need to take care of that. But if Brock had like 7 touchdowns right now from a lot of those times where we went and kicked field goals, I believe we'll be doing a lot better. And we wouldn't have as much discussion about who's better between Brock and Dak Prescott.
Man, this shouldn't even look, Twin. This shouldn't even be a discussion, man. Y'all got the top 10 defense right now. We got the 32nd ranked defense, and we 32nd in separation with wide receivers. We 32nd in rushing, bro. Come on, man, come on. So hey, Raji. Normally I don't do this to my brother, but can you just do this for a few seconds, bro? Lean forward right here. Can you lean forward? Yeah, fix that face. No, put that hand down. No, get it. Come on.
Yo, wow. Dave Barkley says, Lyle assembled a good cast, keep making it better, keeps trying to make it more stacked, but then he jumps in front of the team at the biggest moment. He has all pros all over. He is the weakness. And then also says, if Lyle's good, then ask who he's beaten. He's beaten the Cowboys 3 times in a row. That much I will give him. Let me ask you this one. The Cowboys haven't beat the 49ers since 2020.
Woo! Lord Jesus.
2020.
Oh, God.
All-time record is pretty close. All-time record. It's a historic rivalry. Niners are up 2019 all-time. Regular season 16.
And one tie. Yeah, we got one tie in there, too.
One tie. And then Dallas in the postseason has them 5-4, man. You brought up 28th offense in the NFL. I got 31st defense. Maybe you got 32nd. I don't know who's right.
Oh, 31st. It's 31st now. Yeah. We are slight better than I believe the Jags or someone. I believe.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
We're the 2nd offense. We're the 10th defense. Please make a case for how you guys are going to beat us on Sunday.
Well, shoot, you're talking to someone who's optimistic all the time. I would never, ever pick the 49ers to beat my boys, by the way. And Twin can contest to that. But I would say this, though. In 2020, when we beat y'all, we didn't have Dan Quinn.
That's true.
It's true, right? Maybe Dan Quinn folded because your boy Kyle or Lyle or whoever y'all call him, Shanahan, knew the answers to the test. But I would say this, though. I would say this, though. Y'all are 19th in special teams, right?
We're 32nd. 32nd.
Yeah.
Y'all 6th.
In special special teams, y'all. 30 seconds. Okay, so we got a guy named Cavante Turpin, right? You guys been porous on outside zone runs. I don't know how that happened. Maybe the new defensive coordinator don't get you guys on the outside as much as the previous.
That's how that's happened. Devondre Campbell is horrible. That's
so that's the weak spot, the linebacker. Well, we bringing in a guy that can run outside stretch zone runs. His name is Dalvin Cook. My only hope, and that's what it is, hold on, pain is ending, is that we can establish the run game, get scoops and scores, because Purdy, I think he's second or third in the NFL in INTs, right? He's up there, right? Yep. Yeah. Tied for third. So if I can get him off his marker by him no longer throwing to an Ayuk because he's going for the season. I heard Jennings is out, right? He's out, right.
Yeah,
and you got my guy with fluids all in his lungs, Debo, right? You're gonna try to run him out there at night. Maybe he won't be right, and we pop him, make him fumble the ball, or INT. He runs the wrong route. There's options where our defense can score, and if we can run to the outside, we win this game. Keep it close. Put in the chat for everybody that know. TOP, that stands for time of possession. We win this game if we play keep away, run the ball, scoops and scores. This can be a close game, 20-23. That's what I have. Cowboy Nation, baby. Stand tall or not at all. Let's get it.
All right, so you made the case. I wanna get your actual truthful prediction at the end of the show. Maybe that was it. Maybe that was it.
That's all I had, man. You know what I'm saying? In the words of Tyrese.
What more do you want from me?
What more do you want, Ryan?
Give us how the Niners going. Give us how the Niners are gonna win, man. Like, break it down for us.
Look, one thing for sure, two things for certain. Dallas still got those cornerbacks that don't like to tackle. You know what I'm saying? We seen your boy out there looking like
facts.
Matador, you know?
He said Matador.
You know what I'm saying? He out there, he ain't trying to tackle nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, he can go fishing right now. He could even say tackle box if anybody know about fishing.
He ain't lying.
So that's one thing for us that's on our side. Number two, the one and the only Michael Parsons, who hasn't necessarily gave us a lot of trouble when we have played against you guys, isn't there. And then DeMarcus Lawrence is still coming off an injury, correct? You know what I mean?
He ain't playing.
Yeah,
he did.
Okay, so your two ends or your two top guys on the front seven ain't there. You know what I mean? So right now, y'all looking like a 1.5-year-old baby without their two front teeth. You got to chew on the back right now, on the back side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So right now, thank God Brock Purdy can sit there and say, praise the Lord. Colt McKivitz ain't got to worry about Michael Parsons, you know, and Trent Williams can breathe a little bit, you know what I mean, because he ain't got to worry about DeMarcus Lawrence. So with that being said, we know that we have to run the ball. We have to bring some type of mentality, and we know one thing for sure: we got to run over there towards who? The one and only number 7 is Diggs.
Yeah,
you know, and I think we want to make sure we go old school, going back to what we know, what we
double
did
chin strap,
which is what time of possession, like you said earlier, bro. So at the end of the day, I believe this. We got to make sure we're not kicking field goals. We got to make sure we're not punting the ball. We have to make sure the special teams aren't special at all. We need them to not be involved. We need to make sure we score easily. I mean, not easily, often and early. And also make sure that we got to get y'all guys one-dimensional. If we can get you one-dimensional, meaning just sitting back, passing
which we are.
Exactly. And we need Nick Bosa to come out here and have a good game, put that pressure on Dak Prescott. I don't believe Mike McCarthy would stick to the running game consistently if we get a lead against you guys, and we can pin our ears back and bring some trouble your way. So I think this is a game that George Kittle will have a wonderful and a big game. He will show why he is the one and only 85. And y'all better get ready because this gonna look bad, man. Y'all
excuse me, is he DNP all this week? What, he gonna game time to sit this decision?
Yeah,
he DNP or did he DNP Ryan?
Oh,
who you talking about? Who you talking about?
Oh, did not practice. Yeah. All this week.
Who you talking about?
Kittle.
Oh, Kittle. No, he's back.
Sore foot.
He's back. He played. He practiced yesterday. Yeah, he's back.
Damn.
Yeah. The only one we're gonna be missing is Jawan BA. Obviously, he's out for the season, but Jawan will be out too. So all we got is Debo from our top 3 receivers right now. So that's gonna be a little bit of issue, I think. For the 49ers.
We can probably bracket. We bracket Kittle and man it up on 1-on-1s to the outside. And and that will be our calling card. I think that, with fluids in the lungs, trying to rush him back, he's going to need IVs and stuff like that. Kyle Shanahan is going to try to get him early in the game with end arounds to test him out, right? Debo will line him up in the backfield and these sorts of things. But the guy that y'all got a guy that's really fast and elusive. His name is Jacob
County, rookie County.
That's the secret sauce to y'all right there. I'm gonna be looking at Jacob and making sure that we keep somebody over the top on him because that boy fast. What he runs a 40? What he runs?
He's low 4.3s,
something like that.
Yeah.
And also Debo will be a decoy. He's going to be out there just
Right.
to make sure you guys are a little bit hesitant. And I do believe Kyle is like happy that you guys know, though you coming off a bye week, not having DeMarcus Lawrence and Michael Parsons is nothing to sit there and be like we are elated. Like praise God. But right now some of our guys are out. And so we trying to run 30. If we run this rush the ball 30 plus times, I think we're gonna win the game. Like, even if Kittle is hurt, we got enough guys come in there to establish the run and be dominant, especially playing at home as well.
But I'm gonna tell you,
I promise you, Kittle is gonna play. Kittle and Debo will be playing. I promise you that. Yeah.
But let me see.
Well, what I'm saying is that there are known knowns and that there are known unknowns, but there's also unknown unknowns. Things we don't know that we don't know.
If we up by 8 points, I know for sure. I saw this thing out there, and in the fourth quarter, your boy is 0-40. You know what I'm saying? Trailing by 8 points. I'm talking about Kyle Shanahan. So if my team can just figure out a way to get up by 8 points in the fourth quarter, you can go ahead and stick a stake in it. Boy, I'm gonna be dancing over here because I know we'll win this game. Come on, baby.
I got a question for you, sir. Let me just find. Here we go.
What's up with that? What's up with that? What's up with that?
Yeah. All right. So my question for you, sir: the Cowboys are 3-3. McCarthy's struggling. Dak's struggling. What's up with that? Why? What's going on over there in Dallas?
Well, there's two ways. When you in a contract year, either you fight like holy hell or you fold, right? And we've been in a crazy situation. At least CD Lamb came out, yesterday when he did a press conference, like an interview with Jason Garrett, and he said, hey, by him skipping all OTAs and training camp, he's not on the same page with Dak Prescott, right? And we've been one-dimensional. We haven't found a stroke in the run game. So when you one-dimensional and you got new defenses out there, whereas we've been hit with snake bitten. Like you got snake bitten on the offensive side. As far as injuries, that's us on the defensive side. To implement, people fail to realize, to implement a new defense without your starting defensive back out of Bland, right? You got a guy that's coming off of an ACL situation. These going to sound like bevies of excuses, but these are facts that people don't want to hear. Sam Williams goes down, right? Oh, Michael Parsons, D-Law. We got all of these injuries on the defensive side, whereas you're trying to learn something new, right? Last week, our guy, the nucleus of the defense, Eric Kendricks, who was supposed to be on your team. Think about the value. Eric Kendricks left 49ers because he was going to be a backup there.
Yeah.
To come here to be a starter. So that let me know that you guys are a hell of a lot better in the linebacker room, right? Now, we have potentials like Overshawn or what have you, but this is technically his first year being a starter here in Cowboys land. So you're trying to learn something new, and the patience is wearing thin with the coaching staff because they got their heads on a swivel. They don't know whether or not they're going to be there for the next year. You got a stubborn owner, Jerry Jones, who refused to go out there and shake something new, and they would rather get people that working at UPS and Walmart to come play, right? The big play a couple of weeks ago against the Lions, that dude was pushing carts somewhere at Walmart, right? So he was on somebody's practice squad, and he's our starter, So that's where it is, bro. So we and let me say this, no offense to anybody working at Walmart or, Uber Lyfts or what have you. But I'm telling you, That's where our talent pool is at, and it's been a strain on the Cowboys by not going out there and making something happen. But by the grace, we are 3-3. We are third place in our division, not at the bottom, and we just trying to figure out how to keep our heads above water. I'm not saying that not the 49ers, but the Eagles and the Washington team won't be reachable. Because we've seen how the Eagles implode, right? And we know that the Washington team, they just not feeling this good stuff, right? It's a long season. It's not even cold yet. So shout out to what Jaden Daniels is doing, but I'm not worried about them. I think if we can stick the course and stay the course, we'll still make it to the playoffs.
Yeah, I think one thing with Kendricks, he didn't want to come here, I think, because he knew as soon as Greenlaw came back, he would be moved to the bench. My guy Melvin, who's a Cowboys fan, came on yesterday, said that's the only win y'all got off of us in about 4 years is getting Kendricks to go to the Cowboys. That I mean, we're going through the same thing though. Like, we're missing Greenlaw. Missing Greenlaw has been one of the most devastating injuries on this team. I think CMC and Greenlaw, that's our offense and our defense right there, why we're struggling on both sides of the ball. Give me somebody, Law, who we're sleeping on the Cowboys. Somebody we may not know about necessarily that might cause us some problems on Sunday.
Well, our version of what you guys got out of Kiddos is a guy by the name of Jake Ferguson. He's our wild card. If he can attack the middle of the field, you guys been subject to leaving the middle field open. Fred Warner, you can get him on crossing routes because he tend to jump routes. Fred Warner, by the way, is not a good clean tackler, by the way. He don't wrap and tackle like he's supposed to, so he is subject to missed tackles, and I get it. He's your star-studded guy. But by that being, not saying that you're going to attack strength because that's the strength of your defense. But if I can get him to crash down on the running back in the flat while my guy Jake Ferguson can attack the middle of the field, then that could be an option for us. Also, a person to sleep on the defense that you guys may not be aware of is Overshown. I think that he go hook the sideline pretty well, and if we can stop the run quickly, then he will be the de facto person on that. But outside of that, it's still, I'm worried. My reservation is number 7 on my team on tackling in 28.
Yeah, I want to put in the same answer for the Niners, but before I do, don't tell Mike McCarthy this. I'm sure he knows. But if you guys have Ferguson matched up with Devondre Campbell, he's given up 27 out of 30 in coverage. Devondre Campbell is ranked 29th on our defense, and he's a starter. He's ranked 29th on the 49ers, according to PFF, and he's a starter on our team. If you can expose that matchup, you might have some success. So that's the secret. Don't tell Mike. Twin, who might Law be sleeping on and the Cowboys fans from the 49ers?
I think Mustafa will play a very important part in this game too as well. We know that they're going to have like everybody's going to be focused on CeeDee Lamb. We know that he's the number one target for this team, but we have to make sure we don't have the one and only Greenlaw who usually can hit the one and only CeeDee Lamb and kind of like, God, dog, that hurt. You kind of put a little fear in him, but besides him getting trucked by the one and only Patrick Mahomes,
he wear number 6, right? He wear number 6, right? Mufasa, what's his name is? Remember,
we might got Malik alone, man. He put 6 hits in there.
I am your son.
Listen, he was out here landing wood now. Even the one and only Tom Brady was like, okay, I like him. I see him. He's popping off the tape. And one thing you got to do against the Dallas Cowboys is they can be finessed. They can be a little bit, a little soft.
We are finessed, but go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Well, you said it, not me. And so what we got to do is go out there and make a statement at home. We need to hit somebody. Just like we should have hit Patrick Mahomes when he was running towards that sideline. This week, we need to let them know early and often, if you're going to be throwing to the tight end or you're going to try to run this ball, we're coming to bring the mother effing hammer. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
We are for today, and I believe Francis can do that because we are missing the one and only Hufanga. We're missing Greenlaw. These two guys were hitters. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So with those injuries being there, we are kind of missing some physicality on our defense. And so when that guy, Mustafa, number 6, coming in, playing with his hair on fire, if he can sit there and have a big play early on, and that kind of a trickle-down effect from last week, oh, the crowd's going to go nuts. This is going to invigorate the older guys in there to play harder, and I believe that will definitely set the tone.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna say this though. There's one guy that I'm so damn tired of, and it's not Bosa. It's not gonna be the Mufasa kid or Warner. It's that damn Lenore. He's been a thorn. He don't get the respect across the NFL like he's supposed to. Is he healthy? Is everything good with him?
I mean, that's the hyena. That's the hyena.
He's sick right now. He's sick.
He's sick.
He'll play. Yeah. He'll play. But he's sick.
Yeah. Lenore been the dude that always been a thorn in our side when we look back at tape. Yeah, go ahead.
And also, just so y'all know, I do believe Dak Prescott has thrown at least 2 interceptions the last several times he played against the 49ers, and Fred Warner has been the recipient in both games as well. So I know for sure I can count on the one and only number 4 to go out there and give us 1 TO, which is a turnover. So man, definitely that's the one guy y'all gotta watch out for.
Yeah, well,
you know what's funny man, about
y'all gotta watch out for. No, did you get it? Y'all gotta watch out for.
I got your metaphor. I got all of that. But here's the thing though. Since Fred Warner jumping and he's podcasting Warner too, but nobody talk about him on his podcast. But he gave some good rubies and gems and things like that. So I'm gonna have to send that to Cowboys PR so that they can understand that damn Fred Warner know our plays, man. Everyone say know our plays. Yeah, go ahead.
This is interesting to me because he says we need to stop drafting linemen first round and need to draft skill players, when over here we feel the exact opposite. Like, can we stop drafting skill players and draft some old linemen? So it's funny. I just noticed that comment. It's like ass backwards for us. Yeah.
But excuse me, you guys struck gold with Pooney. You know,
third round.
Yeah.
And excuse me, you guys got a disintegrating left tackle in Guyton right now. So listen here. I appreciate you guys for drafting him. I hope he actually played his
Wait a minute, hold on. Now see how twin? I gave you some damn flowers, and you gonna just go throw some hate at me. That's okay. That's okay. See, I gave you some flowers. You should at least gave me some flowers. No, what you gave me?
I gave you manure. The flowers to give health to my flower. I gave you manure, which is boo boo.
Oh boy.
Yo, kill me with this. I can't help
Boy, you crazy. Wait till after my Cowboys win this week. Boy, I ain't gonna let up on you now.
All right, man. So here, no Micah Parsons. That's a big loss for you guys. Jordan Mason is a hell of a running back. You talked about him in the beginning, how good he is. How you guys gonna stop Jordan Mason? I got him going for plus 80 on you.
Plus 80, Lord. Like I say, the best way to stop him is TOP. We keep the ball away. If we score early and often, that will turn your Kyle into Lyle, right? And if we can get Kyle to turn into Lyle and throw the ball all over the field to keep up, then there's a problem. So scooping scores, turnovers like a pick six. Hey, if we can get a kickoff return, a punt return for a tub, that can put the ball less in Jordan's hand. And I think we can come up away with the win. But it all rhymes for your mind. But hopefully this will be a situation and scenario that we can do that to get Jordan. Because Trent Williams, if he played for the Cowboys with the silver and blue on the star on the side of his helmet, he would be suspended this week. By him with a closed fist throwing it last week, he should be suspended. I ain't trying to say the NFL ain't looking out for y'all, but damn it, the NFL looking out for y'all. He shouldn't be playing.
Don't like Trent. I know this, but is it because what is it? I mean, I know you respect Trent Law, but like as a player, but what do you think? Because I've heard this a lot. Do you guys think Trent is a dirty player?
I think so, and it goes all the way back to this moment right here. We've been seeing Trent for a long time. Remember, he come from Washington. Yeah. And his battles go all the way back against D. Ware. So that's why we can't really stand Trent. But shout out to him for all of his career success. But he's one guy that been a thorn in our side for multiple years. He's dirty.
If you could have one player from the 49ers, I'm going to ask Twin the same thing too. But, Law, if you could have one player from the 49ers, who would it be?
Trent Williams. Right now, shit. You get Trent Williams, Tyler Smith. Come on, baby. But oh my gosh, man.
Right.
Oh my. But if you're talking about youthfulness, give me Bosa, man. Give me Bosa up off there. I think Fred Warner would be nice. Yeah, he'd be a good situation. But if you can't get penetration up front and get things done that way, then having a linebacker is just not going to be a waste of time and space.
Twin, what about you, man? Who would you take from the Cowboys to the Niners?
Who's y'all best offensive lineman, bro?
Tyler Smith right now.
Hey,
But I give you Zach Martin right now. I'll trade you straight up for Zach Martin.
I've regressed a little bit, but we need some help. I would definitely I would stick him on the other side, let him play right tackle. Honestly,
that would be crazy. That would be crazy.
Yeah. Trent Williams over here and Tyler Smith. He's a young guy. This is his second year, I believe. Correct.
Third, but
second or third year.
Yeah. But he's a left-sided player, though. It'll take him a minute to learn right side.
He with Trent Williams. I'll be okay with that. I'll take the time. Hey, Trent, go over there.
But he absolutely a guard though. So Tyler Smith plays guard.
Oh well, so we need a guard too. We need a lot of stuff.
Are you out on Banks? Aaron, I think Aaron been improving.
Banks he hasn't had the same year this year that he had last year. So he's been kind of iffy. So if there's an upgrade to be had, I'm taking, especially in the red zone. We need somebody to get through that thing in the middle and run the ball in. And so any type of help, I'm down for it.
Okay. Yeah.
Law, what's your favorite memory from this rivalry, Cowboys 49ers? Because you about, I don't know how old you are. I'm 45, so I remember all that 90s stuff.
Yeah.
What's your favorite memory?
Us. When we beat y'all in the postseason, we go to the Super Bowl and we take care of business. No. Yeah.
Was that 93?
Yeah.
93?
Yeah. So when y'all beat us, y'all just spoils it and don't do nothing with it outside of that one time that y'all cheated with prime time pass interference. Y'all pass interference to Michael Irvin there. But outside of that, the greatest memory would have to be the 93.
Yeah.
93.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in the 94, we had Dion won the Super Bowl, and y'all got Dion won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
What about you, Twin? What's the greatest memory you have throughout this rivalry?
Honestly, it's the origin of when the catch. You know what I'm saying?
Lord.
Like that really
Clark, the white.
That started what will become the 49ers gold standard and run in the 80s. Like you guys propelled us to do something that hadn't been seen in a long time. And so that game really helped kick off the one and only Joe Montana's career. Him and Bill Walsh, we really started to see his mind begin to work on the field. And because of that victory, we see a lot of things today still being birthed or still being actively used because of that game right there, So
yeah, it's better to be, I guess, sun shines on dog ass, and that damn he was throwing the ball away. Joe Montana was throwing the damn ball away, I believe. And it's crazy. It's crazy.
He says our favorite memory is 31 years old. Mine too. Isn't that sad? That is sad, man, for both of us. Yeah. Let's do this, man. I feel like it might be time to do it.
The cats don't lie. Lord of mercy.
Right, so. Cars don't lie. Let's start with my guy Twin. Twin, give me the prediction for this game here, brother.
All right, we need a 30 burger, point blank period, man. We need a 30 burger. I say we probably win this game 31-17. 31-17. We need to not only win, but we need to create some space so that the fans can just have that fourth quarter when we ain't on pins and needles like we've been, and just really get the guys some confidence and put these guys away.
You guys ever bet? You guys ever bet on this game between the two of you?
Shots. We've been a lot of shots. I know that.
Shots, yeah. We ain't gonna be no like, hey man, whoever lose, cut their beard. Like, nah, come on, man.
Shots.
Neighbor's a Cowboys fan, and I bet him a bucket. We bet a chicken dinner last year, and he still hasn't paid me.
Hennessy Black. Okay, all right. Oh, it's my turn. It's my turn.
It's on me, sir. Yeah. What's your prediction for this game?
If it's a blowout, like if it's literally a blowout, heads will roll in Dallas, right? Especially if the Cowboys get blown out. So I think that the coaching staff is going to have their best hat on. So it's going to be a close game. I think that they're going to look into the time of possession thing and adhere to what I'm saying and try to make this not a track meet, but try to slow it down, marathon type of style. So I got the Cowboys, like I said, 20-23 Cowboys. Last minute kick by my guy Brandon Aubrey, right? He kicks the kick. Monday, he go back to court. Yeah, he jury duty. See, the NFL is rigged, man. You know, it's rigged. They got the man off his marker, just like you said about your team, the Golden State Warriors. Steph Curry practice a certain way every day to be in tip-top shape with his aim and accuracy. We don't know what he looked like if he's thrown off from his practicing, right? So all of a sudden, my guy Brandon Aubrey, there's over 9,000 people that moved to Dallas in a month, and they selected him to do jury duty. You couldn't pick the other 899,000 folks, you know what I'm saying? But you picked Brandon Aubrey to throw him off. So he's been kicking outside of his element of time. So hopefully this will be a situation that we can talk about the golden foot of my guy Brandon Aubrey with the last seconds of the clock. The Cowboys win 23-20 over the 49ers, and I'm talking all type of stuff up all night. I'm calling Twin. He's crying somewhere, maybe up under the covers, mad about this, and we going to have a champagne bottles and everything else. Come on, boy. Come on. You already know. Come on. Yeah. Put the towel and the rag over your head. Yeah. Come on with it. No, that ain't gold. That look yellow over here. You know, you better have the aficionados on your side. But I think that this is going to be a game that Dak Prescott stand tall in, as well as my guy, Dalvin Cook. Let's get it.
All right.
Alvin Cook.
I want to.
Wait, 1 second, real fast.
Yeah.
Just know the last couple injuries for Dalvin Cook came from the 49ers. We separated his shoulder. Look, we like seeing Dalvin Cook, just so y'all know, okay, people?
But what is your counter? What?
That's okay. That's okay, bro.
I'm going to preface my prediction with this. I told everybody the 49ers going to be 4-4 at the bye week. I told everybody they're going to lose to either the Cardinals or the Seahawks, and they did. They lost to the Cardinals.
Wow.
I told everybody we're going to lose to the Chiefs, and they did. They lost to the Chiefs. And I'm telling everybody right now the 49ers are going to blow out the Cowboys. Here's the thing, man. You're not going to be able to stop Jordan Mason. George Kittle had 3 tutties against you last year. He's going to have at least 1 or 2 this year. I see it being like 34-13, a get-back game. Everybody's been talking reckless about Brock and Kyle Shanahan. And here's what they do. They go out and they smash these teams that aren't very good. And if we're being completely honest, Dallas's offense is 28th. The defense is 31st. That's not very good. So I expect the 49ers to go out and handle business against Dallas like they have the last 3 years at home. The hype's going to be elevated. Everyone's going to say we're back, and then we'll play a team with a good, substantial defense and offense and struggle again in the future. And then Twin and I will be on a post-game show talking about they're just not quite there. So that's my prediction. And I want to know this, Law, if the Cowboys do lose, what's the talk around Dallas?
Yeah, fiery. Heads rolling. But here's what I'm going to say, though. Yeah, I see it strolling at the bottom. It says underdog. And I'm telling you, use promo code Hensley, because at this time, when you use promo code Hensley, you would know for sure that the underdog Dallas Cowboys, when all is forgotten and all is failed and all is said about this and that, when the Cowboys are ultimately the underdog, just be prepared, because we're going to do something to shake the world on Sunday Night Football. So if it's the other way around, If it's something like an embarrassing loss, like you just said earlier, what will happen or what have you, there will be firing of somebody, of one of these coaches. There will be some movement or cutting of one of these players. And look for that to happen if that's the case.
Would y'all take Belichick if McCarthy gets fired this year? Would you take him?
Like an interim Belichick moving in?
No, like next year.
Next year, I think that could be the play. Belichick he been glazing, dog. He been glazing the hell out of the Cowboys. Pause if necessary. He been glazing. And even when the Cowboys get blown out, he be like, hey, this is what need to happen. So I'm quite sure Belichick probably got some type of like a soft consideration. If not, I would prefer the Cowboys to go young like a Ben Johnson, right? Bring in Robert Saleh, as the defensive coordinator, by the way, not as a head coach. I think Mike Vrabel, as he's out there, then you at least pick up the phone and see what he's about. But I think that would be the proper way. Bobby Slowick or Ben Johnson mixed in with an older guy that can walk the rooms with Jerry Jones, because he liked to have those conversations with the older guys. You know how it goes right there, But that would be my thoughts. Yeah.
Twin, if the Niners somehow lose, I think they're going to win and win handedly. But if they somehow lose, what's the conversation around Santa Clara?
Depending on how we lose, but say for instance, if Brock has a bad game,
right,
he throws 2 more interceptions, or he has like a fumble at a very bad spot in an interception, and our offense is spudding again, where we go in the red zone, say 6-7 trips, only have maybe 1 touchdown and 3 field goals. There's going to be some nervousness, because first we lost against the one and only Kansas City Chiefs. It's like, okay, they're a Super Bowl winning team, but then they go look at the Cowboys, who have injuries in multiple positions, especially by their best players are hurt too, and we're at home with an opportunity to come back and be a team that's been kind of like a little lame duck right now.
Come on, man.
It's going to be some issues. You know what I mean? And so we definitely got to get this victory. If not, it's going to be the quarterback. Is he the guy? Is he worth the money? 2 weeks in a row playing against a decent team. Well, 1 week in a row playing against a decent team. And then also Kyle Shanahan, is he able to adjust during adversity this year, or has their luster ran out?
Hey, I can say it for you. It's over, because don't y'all be like 3-5 or something like that, Where y'all at in y'all division?
Until tomorrow night, we in last.
Wait, no. Where y'all at? Can y'all just tell me where y'all at in y'all division?
Currently last after tomorrow night first. Yeah.
You just stay right there. That's all I wanted to hear. Just stay in last place, because we ain't gonna never be in last in our division.
Well, the good book says the last shall be first. So the last shall be first. You know what I mean? So thank God that we played against the one and only Cowboys, our get right game, and we can begin to turn this ship around. And ain't nothing like seeing Cowboys on a Sunday evening. You got legs and limbs and everything like just all across Levi Stadium. I'm sure that's what we the best what we on right now. So Cowboy fans, y'all go ahead, hide your faces. Thank y'all for the memes. We know y'all gonna come out to Levi Stadium in hordes. We're gonna have the cameraman fixed on y'all. And look, listen here. What we gonna do is this. We gonna set the tone. Monday morning.
Yeah.
Stephen A. Smith. Go see what we doing.
Yeah.
And he gonna drop a snippet. And he gonna come in Monday night. And he gonna have that cigar in his mouth. He gonna have that cowboy hat on, and he gonna put on that music, and he gonna strut in the ESPN, and he be like, "Ooh, wait."
Yeah, on paper, they're a better team.
Right.
They have all the assets and resources that we don't. But let us
get on the line, boy.
And see if
Come on, let's see if that factor in Sunday night. It won't, baby. I don't give a dog. We 3-3. I may be the only Cowboy fan out here that believe. I believe. And watch, we gonna see if we can fly all over y'all. Even though the stars are shining high at night, you gonna be able to see them. Come on, baby. Come on with
it. I believe he can't fly a number about 8 feet high. If he gonna hit that concrete cell, God dog it. He's a bird that got wings that's in a cage, God dog it.
Put I believe in the chat, y'all, because
All I ask.
Y'all put I believe in the chat. Come on, Cowboy Nation. Stand tall or not at all, baby. Yeah, I can't stand the 49ers. Boy, I can't stand y'all. Boy, I can't stand y'all.
Empire strikes again, baby.
Hey,
Cowboys.
hey, Twin and Ryan. If y'all don't see me next week, I'm watching all of the Penguin over again. I'm watching TV show.
I'm taking a break from football, baby.
Dave said you want to see Lyle Levy on the one-star Cowboys, America's Game of the Week, 2 crap teams. And last thing I want to say is there's a difference between belief and hope. And I feel like my guy Lyle has got a lot of hope right now, but I feel like that might be extinguished here in about 24 hours. Man, I always love doing shows with Twin and Law, man. It's great. It's a great vibe, man, great energy. That's why I keep every year I'm like, Twin, get Law on here, man. We got to talk Cowboys. So I appreciate you coming on with us, Law.
No doubt, man. I just want to say this one word in departing. You know, they calling me delusional in the chat. I see y'all in there. Hey, even the Creator want us to be blind, crippled, and crazy. Blind enough to walk by faith, crippled enough to lean on him, and crazy enough to know that he'll make a way out of no way. So if we can, Sunday night, baby, just know that the delusional law has set upon all of the 49er nation, and they're going to be looking up saying, that law, woo, he's a crazy nation, and we have no choice but to adhere what law had to say. Come on with it, baby.
Bang,
Law's
bang.
The Law's
Bang,
Make
bang.
sure you subscribe to my guy, the Law's
Subscribe.
as well as my guy's Twin description in the chat. Can't thank you guys enough. We're out of here. I'll see y'all. Underdog is available in 33 states. Deposit now and get up to $1,000 in bonus cash. Join the millions of fans who have won billions on Underdog. Use promo code Hensley. Link in the description. Underdog is the sponsor of the Ryan G. Hensley Show. Hensley Real Estate and Mortgage has been serving all of California since 2009. I would love to help you and your family. Whether you're buying, selling, financing, or refinancing, please reach out. I'd love to help. Visit RyanGHensley.com for more information. Thank you so much for watching the Ryan G. Hensley Show. Your support is greatly appreciated. Please visit RyanGHensley.com to learn more about me and all of my businesses. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you know when we go live. Thanks again for watching. It's much appreciated.
Boy, y'all lucky. Y'all